and so I'm going to let them go first. President of the Illinois Farm Bureau, Phillip Nelson.
Good evening. I'm Phillip Nelson, President of the Illinois Farm Bureau, and I too want to thank the Commerce Commission for holding this public forum and allowing citizens to comment on the proposed Rock Island Clean Line project. The Illinois Farm Bureau is the largest farm organization representing 82,000 members, and we are opposed to the Clean Line project and have intervened in this case before the ICC. Tonight I'd like to address four main concerns that the Illinois Farm Bureau has with the project and why we want the ICC to deny Clean Line's request for public utility status and the right to construct the project. Clean Line has not demonstrated, first of all, that there's a need to build this project. Clean Line is a well-connected startup company with a business plan to build a sole-purpose DC line across prime Illinois farmland. What the ICC has before it is a merchant line with no wind farms to generate electricity in Iowa, no subscribers to purchase the hypothetical electricity to be generated. No one between western Iowa and where the project is supposed to start and the end of the line would have access to the power or be able to connect Clean Line's proposed transmission island. The cart is before the horse, and we're especially concerned with the fact that need for this project was not vetted before either regional transmission planning authority. Neither PJM or MISO, which are the two regional transmission organizations in Illinois, has determined that this project is needed. Because this project has been proposed as a merchant line, we understand that it doesn't have to go through a needs study like most projects, which seek cost allocation. But the ICC has to look at the big picture. Several high-voltage transmission lines have been proposed across the state of Illinois. You can't build a transmission line without crossing farmland. But when at least 8 transmission lines are proposed to cross Illinois farmland, the company must establish a need for the line. And the ICC needs to take a hard look at projects that don't go through a comprehensive needs analysis before MISO or PJM. We understand that the purpose of the RTOs is to ensure that the transmission system is reliable, efficient, and that it meets the renewable portfolio standards. And only those projects which meet multiple goals are approved by the RTOs and designated as multi-valve projects. Clean Line is not a part of either MISO or PJM's comprehensive grid plan, and deserves greater scrutiny by the ICC. Neither MISO nor PJM have offered testimony which support the need for the project. Silence speaks volumes. Number 2, the ICC should not grant public utility status, which would allow Clean Line to exercise eminent domain in the future. Clean Line is a private company, and their business model is not like our public utilities. We don't believe that Clean Line meets the definition of a public utility. The ICC should not grant public utility status to a private company that hasn't built a single transmission line, owns no utility assets, and has no track record on which anyone can rely. As a merchant transmission line project, Clean Line avoided the enhanced scrutiny that projects seeking cost allocation undergo at the regional planning level to go the shortest distance between 2 points. And in many cases, the route crosses farmland on a diagonal, doesn't follow property or section lines, which makes it even more difficult to farm. Prime farmland should not be split by transmission lines. Transmission lines impact our ability to apply pesticides, use irrigation, cause compaction, and damage to our drainage tiles. The fourth reason that we would oppose this is Clean Line recently filed the Ag Mitigation Agreement, which we call AMA. You heard recently about that. And agreed to use the monopole structure, but only where the line is straight or short enough. They still haven't committed to using the monopole structure for the entire project. They want to be able to use the lattice tower wherever it makes turns on the line. It may cost Queen Line more dollars, but they can use monopole structures to make all the turns, just as other public utilities in this area have done. The lattice structure takes far more land out of production. When looking at the real impact on farmland, the ICC needs to look at more than the space of the foundation on the pole in our fields. We have to farm around these lines, and where they are located impacts the true cost of farming.
Find a seat, 'cause they're
The
gonna
line
make
itself
everybody stand
impacts
around.
farming operations and our ability to expand future operations. For these and other reasons, we have requested that the ICC deny Queen Line's petition to build the proposed transmission line and also conduct a comprehensive inquiry into the need for all transmission lines which have been proposed to the state of Illinois. An inquiry would allow the ICC, policymakers, and stakeholders to better understand Illinois' potential for future transmission projects and provide affected landowners a better understanding of the need and the value of the projects that are proposed in our state. Such an inquiry would result in information on how proposed projects interact or overlap. Duplication of these projects would cause unnecessary impacts to the valuable farmland and unnecessary costs to the taxpayers. Thank you.